emerges Darryl Powell, Michael Shenton, Ryan McDermott and the Leeds Rhinos. Wonderful atmosphere. It is this moment that makes every player's hairs on the back of their neck stand on end. Forthcoming Shenton gives it to Lefao. Lefao, oh what a kick that was! Gale keeps the movement going. What a try! Oh, through speed plays the ball to McShane. Jesse Sene Lefao. Good, solid run from him. A brilliant run from Jesse Sene Lefao. He is so big and so strong. It's the pass away to Gale. Good ball. Lefao goes away from Savelio. What a try from Jesse Sene Lefao. Millington goes wide. It's a try. It's a try for the new boy. That's McShane. McShane gets it to Jesse Sene Lefao. And I think he might have won it for Castleford.
Hello everyone, my name is Jesse Sene Lefao. I'm currently playing for Castleford Tigers in the Super League. One of my greatest achievements in Rugby League is probably being able to call my day job when I was 23 and telling them that I had to give it up and go full-time into Rugby League. And probably my greatest achievement in Rugby League would be representing my country, Samoa, in 2014. Representing myself, my culture and my family. Yeah, so my child upbringing was probably the best. Grandma and granddad were alive, we're in New Zealand, family was always around, I had cousins to hang out with, but it was really challenging when we moved to Australia. I felt like I left my whole life away. I left my grandma and granddad, I left my cousins that I grew up with, I left my nursery that I went to. So it was challenging going to Australia and not knowing that much family that were there already. I think we stayed at some family's house in Brisbane that we hadn't even met yet, and we stayed with them for about 6 months. So that was pretty challenging. Leaving grandma and granddad is massive. They were like my parents. So yeah. Rugby league has been in my family since I was a youngster. My uncles played rugby, and it was just something that I wanted to do. I played rugby for Porous City, and then moved to Australia. Didn't play for a few years, and then ended up at the Penrith Waratahs, and then played for Brothers, and that got me into first division, and then playing in the local juniors at the Penrith Panthers. But rugby league is also something that I learned to love second. I used to love Union, and I followed the one and only John Olomu, the man. I'm currently in the Super League. It's been a long journey, but I've loved every part of it. I started in Penrith. I trained 2 years full time there. Didn't manage to get a debut, so I ended up going to Manly for a 1-year deal. I got one game over there, and I made my debut, and I didn't play first grade till the very next year. So I was at Manly for 3 years, ended up signing at Cronulla, and I was there for 1 more year, and I had 1 more year on my contract, but then I decided to come to the Super League, and that's what made me land right here in Castleford. I can honestly say it hasn't been a smooth transition, but with all the obstacles that I've faced, I can truly say that it's made me stronger and also made me more resilient, and also just having the mindset that nothing can stop me, and having faith on my side. I'm unstoppable. Yeah, some of the obstacles as a young kid I faced was being very different to everyone. Obviously coming from New Zealand, we landed in the town of Penrith, and at that time there was no islanders around. So I went to Penrith Public, and I was probably the only brown kid there. And not only that I was brown, I was overweight, and I was very big for for a normal year 3 student. These obstacles also faced them like everyone wanted to play soccer. So just try and picture a big fat kid trying to play soccer and pushing everyone over. So the game didn't really suit me. But look, I learned very quickly how to block that negativity out and try and focus on things that make me happy and make me a better person. Long story short, I ended up becoming school captain for Penrith Public School in year 6. So it took me 3 years to go through that, and it was a big achievement for myself and gave me a lot of self-esteem. Yeah, look, my faith started at a very young age. Grandma and granddad went to church, mum and dad went to church, uncles and aunties went to church. So every Sunday was known that we had to go to church. But when you go to church, it's on the kid. It's on you if you want to believe or not. And sometimes when I got to Australia and we had no family, mum and dad still took us to church, and I found that there was the only person that I could talk to. Obviously I was different at school. I didn't have much friends at the time, so I felt like, there's no one else to talk to. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for happiness. I'm gonna pray for strength. That my faith in God has just brought me to the man I am today. We go through obstacles sometimes, and sometimes we don't fight them down strong enough, and they keep coming again. But I think just being resilient and keeping the faith and having the right mindset really helped me through my journey coming through my teens. When challenges are hard and you think they're so high that you can't reach them, my faith really played a big part. You can kind of feel like you won't make it. You kind of feel, oh, this is too tough. This is not for me. But the way I looked at it is that God gave me a talent, and if you work on your talent and you do the best that you can do, I'm sure that God has a reason for you in what you want to do. So for me, I felt like my talent was rugby league. I worked as hard as I could to make the dream come true, or to reach these goals, and God just gave me the way, and I just took it. Yeah, so some of the lessons I think you could probably learn from my story is that I never gave up, and I always believed in my gift that was given to me from God. I felt like for me to not listen to the negatives and turn them into positives really helped me in my mindset. I felt like every challenge that came in front of me also made me stronger for the next one. And I know, you're still young, and you're still learning, but as you get older, you're faced with challenges every single day. It's something that doesn't stop, but it's just up to you how you want to handle it and how you want to retaliate. So that's something that I done as a youngster, and I feel like I'm challenged every single day, but with the right type of people around me, and the people I trust, and also my own mindset and my belief in God really helps me. So something I just want to leave with you is just know that you are the next generation. Everything that we've gone through, we can try and help you to become better. And I hope that you learn from these experiences that we've had. Know that God's got a plan for you. And if you're ever in doubt, just know that God is there. Just pray, and also give all your stress and everything to Him, and ask Him to give it to you when you can handle it. There's one thing I could ask you to do if you're really having a bad day, if you've had enough. Just ask yourself these 3 questions, Ask yourself 3 things. Ask yourself, what are you grateful for today? It could be as simple as I'm grateful that I got fed today. It could be as simple as I'm grateful I have a bed to sleep on, and I think that can help you. So just know, rely on God, pray when you can, and be grateful. Take care.